Hello, I'm Tom and welcome to the Vintage and Classic Network channel, and on this video I'm going to show you how to repair this BMW alloy wheel. The chap's come to us with a crack in this alloy and asked us to repair it, and I thought it was a good opportunity to do a little repair video just to give you an idea of how to go about it if you did want to give it a go yourself. I know it's not vintage and it's not classic, but a lot of modern classics do have alloy wheels, and this may be something you do want to tackle yourself. So this is the crack in the wheel. It's probably about 25mm long. This is a very simple repair to do and should probably take me around half hour to finish. So to do the job, I'm going to need a drill, a die grinder, an orbital sander / DA, and a roll-up tool. First thing I'm going to do is just clean up the area on the inside and the outside and just prep it. What I'm going to do is just use a little Scotch wheel on my roll-off so it doesn't do too much damage to the surface area. Now I've cleaned up the area, what I'm going to do is just put a centre punch here and then just drill a nice 4mm hole at the end of the crack. What this does is stop the crack progressing any further into the wheel. If I was just to V that out and weld it, it's very likely that you go over the next bump and that crack will just continue on through. So what we're doing is stopping that crack dispersing in any other directions. Right, so the next part of the process is to prep this area. I'm going to use my die grinder and a tungsten carbide burr and just prep the area, getting it ready for welding. I want that nice and deep, so when I strike up the welder and get it nice and hot, I can put a nice deep root in there and make a real strong joint. A little tip for you, I use this wax lubrication, just put the end of the burr in, it stops it clogging up. Drill bits and these burrs clog up really easy on aluminium. So it's ideal to keep them sharp as long as possible. Just keep them cutting, makes the job a lot easier. So with the area all prepped up now, I should have a real nice thin layer, just keeping the two bits apart. So when I strike up the welder and get it nice and hot, it should be easy to penetrate that all the way through. So really important stage is to give the area a good wipe down and clean, get all the grime and muck off it. For this I'm just using regular thinners, but you can use an acetone or an alkaline solution that'll help too. So now we're ready to weld it all in. We'll be using this Artec AC/DC 170 amp machine. I'm going to be using a 2.4 tungsten. The machine's set at 130 amps. I'm going to be using an aluminium rod with a 5% silicone content. They're perfect for welding this cast alloy. Flows really nicely and creates a really strong joint. When that's the wheel all welded up, I did have to go over a couple of times because there was a lot of rubbish still being kicked up when I was welding it. now I think it's nice and clean. I've got all the rubbish out of it. Pretty confident that's a good solid weld. What I'm now going to do is clean it all up and hopefully make the wheel look as good as new. For this process, I'm going to use a roll-up tool, taking the top of the weld off with a 36 grit pad. So I'm now just using a file to create a nice radius. This way the bead of the tyre is going to fit nicely up against the wall of the alloy wheel. Now where necessary, I just either go over with a Scotch finishing disc or 120, just finishing off the areas, getting them nice and smooth, ready for a DA. So what I normally do when it comes to DAing up an area is start off with a 120 grit, and once I'm happy with the finish that I'm getting, I'll then move on to a 240 grit and finish the area off. So, little tip for you, this is how I finish off most of my panels whenever I make anything, or if I'm just doing a little fabrication job. What I like to do is fold up a used DA disc and then rub over the top. This way it just highlights the areas you can see here, shows any little imperfections you may have, but really makes the area stand out, really finishes the job off nicely. There you go, that's the alloy wheel all finished. That's just my way of doing it, and so far I've had a 100% success rate, touch wood, but you may have your own way, and that's good. There's many ways to skin a cat. Hopefully this is just showing you a few of the processes that are involved, to give you an idea if you do want to attempt it, but if you're not too sure, try and find a local expert to you who are doing a good job. Hope this has been informative enough for you and you've learned a few tricks and tips along the way. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe on our channel, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks. So this is our time to give something back, as loads of people have been really supportive about our page. We have a friend called Rory. You may know him from the intro of Trev's blog. We're all good friends, know each other really well. And Rory's building a Nova saloon. He's done it all himself. All the body work, the paint, engine. He's doing an amazing job. We see this on a daily basis and can't believe what he's doing. He's got a little Instagram page if you want to go over and check it out. He's always updating and putting up stories. Please give him a follow. It's definitely worth it. Thanks very much.